possession. What a pass to Embiid! My goodness! Posterizes Baines and the foul.
Lined up as if they're coming after him, and they do. And he's in trouble. Wentz will be escaping from the 18-yard line. How in the world did that happen? First down out to the 44-yard.
Everyone, this is your host of the most. It is Philly Jim coming at you guys with another video right now. And I am bringing you the latest on the Philadelphia Eagles. Today, head coach Doug Pederson addressed the media, had his press conference, ran through a couple of things that I just want to touch on. First of all, guys that have been injured, guys that have been in and out, guys that have been rehabbing, just in and out of practice, in and out of OTAs, in and out of camp. You guys get the idea. Two of our main guys on defense, which would be Nigel Bradham. We know how great he's been to that linebacker group since he came over from the Buffalo Bills in free agency a few years ago. And, of course, Fletcher Cox, our bell ringer on the defensive side of the ball. Both these guys have been kind of dealing with some things and some stuff. Fletcher Cox had some kind of a surgery during the offseason. But Doug Pederson, he assures us that these guys are looking good. They're doing well. His goal is to have everybody back for week 1 against those Washington Redskins as they come to Lincoln Financial Field week 1. So he's pretty encouraged by their progress. He thinks they'll be out there. He said Nigel Bradham's been doing some things and some stuff with the indie drills. He's been doing walkthroughs with the defense. Fletcher Cox was doing some of that, but he kind of is and he isn't and he is and he isn't and he is and he isn't. But nonetheless, Doug Pederson is still encouraged by their progress. He thinks they will be out there. We will have them back week 1, so we should be fine there. And we know we need those guys to be successful on the defensive side of the ball. Both of them wreak havoc. Both of them make things happen. Both of them make huge plays for us. Nigel Bradham, Fletcher Cox, we need them to be successful in 2019. Going on to the offensive side of the ball, another big boy who's rehabbing, right guard Brandon Brooks. So Doug Pederson says he's looking strong, he's looking powerful, he's very encouraged by his Achilles rehab. All offseason, Brandon Brooks is doing really, 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 really well. I don't know if he's going to be back the first game. I mean, it would be awesome if he did, but if he didn't, I'm very encouraged by what I've seen from Big V this offseason. Big V has done a really good job filling in at the right guard position. As we know, Big V has had his rough moments filling in for Lane Johnson. Did a really good job filling in for Jason Peters the Super Bowl year. But playing right tackle, that's just not his thing. Maybe he's found his thing playing right guard. So filling in for Brandon Brooks for a couple weeks, I would be fine with it. I think he's done a great job. In the preseason games, stuff that I've watched on him, he looks good. He looks like he can block and hold up that side of the offensive line pretty well. Just being on that side with Jason Kelsey playing center right beside him, on the other side, Lane Johnson. They'll take care of Big V. They'll help him out if they need to. But yeah, I think Brandon Brooks will be back early. He'll be back. I think we may not get him until week 3, maybe week 4, if he's not ready for week 1. But like I said, I'm very encouraged by what Big V has done. Speaking of the offensive line, Doug Pederson has said that the offensive line having the cohesiveness is very, very, very important. And he's encouraged that these guys will, whether Brandon Brooks is playing or not, because you got guys like Big V, Lane Johnson, Jason Peters, Jason Kelsey. These guys have played along with Brandon Brooks. But Brandon Brooks, whether he plays or not, all these guys know each other. They have that cohesiveness. They have that chemistry. They should be on the same page. They know the calls. They know the audibles. So it's very, very important that they stay on top of their game with that, because it's very important that they keep Carson Wentz upright, protect him at all times this season. So it's very important. Doug Pederson knows that, and he says he's encouraged because these guys know each other very well. and they've played together. Moving on to Doug Pederson and how he's approached training camp and how he's approached reps. Now, a lot of people have a huge problem with Carson Wentz not playing in the preseason. All the starters playing but Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz isn't getting any reps. Carson Wentz isn't going to be ready. Carson Wentz is going to be rusty. Carson Wentz this. Carson Wentz that. That's all we're hearing. That's all we're hearing. But maybe we need to take a breather, kick back in the chair and relax for a minute. Relax. Doug Pederson has earned our trust. Now, I'm not saying, we should just go out and blindly trust and believe everything you hear, everything you read, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying 2 of his first 3 years, he has coached this team to the playoffs. He has proven to all of us that he knows what he's doing as a head coach, that he knows how to put this team in the position to win games. If he likes his approach to getting these guys reps, so be it. I'm cool with it. He has been practicing these guys really, really hard since the starting training camp. He talked about training camp. He said, when training camp starts, he's getting all these guys reps. He's getting everybody on the team in and out. But as they move along into training camp, when they get into 3rd week of training camp, 4th week of training camp, that's when they start condensing stuff a little bit and give the starters all these reps. So Carson Wentz is out there. He's getting all these reps. He's in full pads getting all these reps. We're running our plays. Doug Pederson likes it better. I think the reason he likes it better is because when you have practice, when you have training camp, when you have joint practices against the Baltimore Ravens, he can do game situations, but it's a controlled environment. These preseason games it's not a controlled environment. You can't control. You saw it last night. Houston Texans played against the Dallas Cowboys. Starting running back Lamar Miller, he was carted off with an ACL injury. Shit happens in the preseason games that you have no control over. Doug Pederson, he has full control over this. He has full control over it. So that's why he's doing it. So Carson Wentz, he's getting a shit ton of reps right now, guys. You guys got to understand. Just because the word practice throws people off and, we can't go to all the practices and we can't watch practices on TV and what have you, that does not mean Doug Pederson's not preparing this team to play. This team is going to be ready to play. This offense is going to be clicking on all cylinders against the Washington Redskins. So I think people need to relax about that. Doug Pederson, he does things his way. He's earned the right to do things his way. He's shown us that he knows what he's doing. He's shown us he can coach a winning team consistently. And that's it. He has his culture. He has the way he does things. Let him do it. He's a Super Bowl winning head coach. The organization from top to bottom would not be doing stupid shit. This is not the old Eagles anymore. This is a new era of Philadelphia Eagles football that we're in right now. It's not the same old Eagles that are going to fuck everything up. Okay? So everyone just chill out with that. Organization from top to bottom, Doug Pederson, Howie Roseman, Jeff Lurie, whole front office, whole coaching staff, everyone pretty much but the medical staff. The medical staff always finds a way to fuck things up, but hopefully they don't fuck it up this year. Knock twice just because. But, this team is different than it's ever been before. This is going to be the best era ever of Philadelphia Eagles football. We're going to do what we can to go chase another championship. We have a team in front of us right now that can win it all. So we got to put it together on the field. We got to see what this team does. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Leave your thoughts and comments down there as always. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. And go Birds.
Damn, you should have never doubted me. The pain and the struggle followed me. My daddy never been to bother me, and these cold streets made a man of me. Do a time